Hi, my name is Helen Swanson. I have been a leader in the quality and continuous improvement arena for 25 years. I have led teams as small as 5 and as large as 25, and all sorts of positions from on-the-floor workers to PhD knowledge workers. I am recently an empty nester and I'm looking for a new hobby. My one simple strategy to increase employee engagement is through effective team meetings. The key word here is an effective team meeting. There's quite a few things that can go wrong in a team meeting. Not being present is one of them. Thinking about all the other meetings during the day instead of that one. I actually used to tell people that I'm going to schedule my team meeting every single week, so if it happens once a month, that's good. What a terrible thing to say to someone. You're saying on day one that I'm going to schedule a meeting that isn't important. Being present. Always complaining, never solving, and taking on all the issues yourself. These are all things that can go wrong in a team meeting. But I have a few simple tasks to make sure that your next team meeting is effective and engaging for all of your employees. My first key element of effective team meeting is team building. Every time you walk in a room, you should try to create a personal connection with your team. Simple team building questions like, how was your weekend? What was the best thing that happened to you last week? What's your favorite winter activity? It doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be long, but every time you meet as a team, you should try to create that connection with your team. Nothing creates a team member that is more engaged than when you care about them on a personal level. My second key element of effective team meeting is a consistent time and date. Have it at the same time and same date every single week. Then your employees know that that time is available for them. They know if something comes up, they have that time that they can discuss it with you and the team. Consistency is key to engagement. My next key element of an effective team meeting is having a consistent agenda. It should never be a surprise to your teammates what you're going to talk about at your team meeting. But it doesn't have to be complicated. Do your icebreaker, review a couple key metrics for the department, some updates on some projects your team is leading, and then spend the rest of the time giving your employees the opportunity to talk about their concerns, their problems, and their ideas for improvement. A key to this area is keeping the discussions open and honest. Let each team member list out what their concerns are and what they would like to talk about at the beginning of the session, and then make sure you keep track of what you've talked about. You don't want to short this time period in your team meeting. You keep the list, so in case you don't get to every item, you can start with that item the next time. You want to make sure that you discuss every single item using a 5 why or deep dive and really understand the true issue that your employee is having or understand the idea that they have and what the pros and cons are. For every issue that you discuss, you should be assigning an action. And as the leader of the group, do not take all the actions on yourself. Encourage your team members to take actions for themselves, to solve their own problems, to bring up the ideas to other people, and to do the legwork for decisions that need to be made by the leadership team. The more they can take on their own issues and ideas, the more engaged they'll be in the organization. It is very important that you complete these actions in a timely manner. Nothing reduces engagement of your employees more than saying you're going to take an action and not ever getting it done. All actions should be completed within 1 week when possible, and if not, have an assigned due date that is followed up with in this meeting. That's the most important thing about this team meeting, is making sure each one of your employees knows that their voice matters. That creates an engaged employee. And finally, make sure you solicit feedback from your team members on the meeting. Is it being effective? Is it doing what they need it to do? Engage them in the discussion of how to improve your team meetings. So at the end of the day, everybody gets out of the meeting what they need and everyone is fully engaged. I'm Helen Swanson, and this was my simple idea for increasing employee engagement.